All right, we're back for the final summarizing session of Sherlock Holmes: A Study in Scarlet, Part 2, Chapter 5, 6, and 7, I think. So the last part, the last part of the story. So we're summarizing just to give a short version, just to explain what happened, and just give our best understanding of what are the most important parts of these chapters. And yeah, this part's pretty exciting, so it'll probably go pretty quickly. So, and I'll just make this one long document this time. So, Jefferson, Hope, Lucy, and John Ferrier are traveling through the wilderness to escape Utah and the Mormons. So it's pretty I guess it's surprising to have them. I wouldn't have expected Mormons to be the villains of a Sherlock Holmes story. I'll put that in there. So I can't help but be surprised that the villains of a Sherlock Holmes book are a bunch of Mormons. It's just very surprising. I would not have ever thought that. So, they, the trio are, sitting with a fire, and Jefferson, I'll say Jeff. Jeff goes off alone. I don't remember why. Why he goes off? Maybe, for supplies, maybe food or wood or something. But when he returns, John's body is buried and Lucy is gone. Oh no. He goes all the way back to Salt Lake and learns that Lucy has been married and a month later died of heartbreak, presumably. Jeff intends to go away for a year and come back for revenge, but it turns into 5 years. But I don't know why. I don't remember why. I guess I don't remember why. That seems important. Did they tell us? I don't remember. When he finally returns, he discovers that the two sons who fought over Lucy had left Salt Lake and moved for Cleveland. When Jefferson shows up, the two sons recognize him, call the police. Call the police, and he's held in jail for a few weeks. When he gets out, the two sons have left for Europe. So he follows them all the way to London. That's enough, right? So this part, wow. So very quickly, John is out of the story. Lucy is gone, and then Jefferson is following Stangerson, and the other guy, Driver. What was his name? Was that his name? We'll say the two sons. Yeah, who cares? And then chapter 6. I'm gonna say new paragraph. Okay, so now the story returns to Sherlock and, the familiar London setting. Jefferson is caught, and they take him to the police station where he wants to tell his entire story. Because he's not, and he's not worried. He's not worried because he's about to have a heart attack or something. He opens his shirt and it's obvious he's just. I think the doctor. I think Dr. Watson confirms that his heart is about to explode at any minute, which is all right. Jeff reveals. What does he say? Maybe I should go slowly. How he stalked the first man to Brixton, the first murder. I was going to let God decide who was guilty by offering the poison pill while holding a knife to the Mormon's throat. Yeah, so they take the pills, and the man dies. Jeff writes, who cares? Let's keep going. Next, he finds the other son and tracks him to the hotel, and was going to use the same method, but he fights back, and Jefferson ends up stabbing him in the chest, I think. Strangely, Jeff continues working as a cab driver. I guess, he has to save money. I think so, to save money and make his way back to America. But he gets a special request to 221B Baker Street and is caught. Wow, that's pretty unlucky. He has killed who he wants to kill, but then he's caught the last second. The only question Sherlock has is who was the helper that came to get the ring back, but then disappeared when Sherlock, followed her. But Jefferson does not reveal who it was. So that's a mystery. Yeah, I don't know. Why didn't he do that? Why did he keep that secret? Oh, well, because there's going to be more other Sherlock Holmes books. So final chapter now, finally, Sherlock will reveal how he figured everything out. How did he know everything? He knew from the first crime scene that a cab left tracks in the mud, and knew the height. Knew the height, the killer, the footprints. He knew the victim was poisoned. And the wedding ring, that was left behind, settles that it was a personal vendetta or revenge kill over a woman. It turns out all Sherlock had to do was call Cleveland, which was where one of the victims was from, and ask if he had any trouble with stalkers or people who wanted revenge. The local police said yes. Yes, there was a guy. There was a guy like that. His name was Jefferson Hope. Hey, so that's really the mystery solved. Sherlock just, he knows the victims from Cleveland. He calls there. The police, do you know about this guy? Anything about this guy? About someone revenge, or did he call you about it? Oh yeah, he did. About this guy, Jefferson. So that's some pretty good police work by Sherlock. He just follows up, calls the local police and says, what's the history with this guy? And they tell him. I thought that's pretty funny. Then Sherlock calls, cab companies asking for him and gets to come to his house. Pretty simple. The last scene has, I guess, Sherlock and Watson looking at the newspaper, and we'll see, with Gregson and Lestrade shown as the master detectives who solved the case with a little help from Sherlock, the amateur. So that's it. I mean, that's it. That's all that happened. So that's all one long document there. Yeah, not too long, but yeah, we go from America, follow Jefferson to London, and I think the funny part is, Sherlock just got information that existed and found out who the killer was. So that's it. So we finished the book. I liked it. I will definitely read more of Sherlock, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, maybe for this YouTube channel. But anyway, that's it. We'll see you in the next one.